Yo, welcome to another episode of Nothin Nice. What's up? I got my boy here, Mook Jones.
What's up?
What's good, man? Alright, and now, as you see, my boy E, my brother, he's not here. He has some business to take care of, but he'll be back next week. Okay, so let's just jump right into it.
Yes,
the
sir.
Olympics have finished. Team USA did what they were supposed to do. They came and took care of business. Steph Curry went off. I mean, Draymond wasn't, on the court to unlock us, so I don't know how you gonna make that work.
Draymond was right there.
Oh,
Draymond was right there.
Doing what?
Courtside,
cheering?
unlocking that boy.
He was
Draymond,
cheering
I
like
seen
everybody
you,
else?
boy. And I also
crazy.
seen you take off for his wife too in that little excursion.
that was crazy.
My boy Draymond, 1B, like I said. 1B.
Man, you literally didn't prove nothing, but that's
Yes,
crazy.
sir.
But so Steph went off. Man, okay, so my question is this. Who was the most impressive player of the Olympics?
I'm gonna go with the answer, man. That's gonna surprise you.
Oh, Lord. What's up, bro?
Booker. Devin Booker.
Booker?
Booker was, man, he was impressive.
You gonna
I
have
think
to
Booker,
elaborate on
man,
that one.
did everything that they asked him to do and more, man. And Booker hit so many timeless shots. And he started every game. I think people don't know that he was right in there with the LeBron James, the Steph Currys, and those guys, man. I think he really stepped up, man. He showed me a lot. He showed me that he can still play at that championship level when the season started. I know they kind of had a rough year last year, trying to get healthy and everything. But you got to watch out for Phoenix this year, man. Booker really impressed me.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Bruh, so I feel like easily,
I'm just going off the eye test.
if I'm going off the eye test, I would say the most consistent player was obviously Bron. Bron was, pretty even kill every game. The most impressive player to me was Steph. The reason why I had Steph as the most impressive player is because Bron, he was pretty consistent throughout, but he basically, when the games were good, he played good. When the games were bad, he still played good.
Right.
But neither time was it basically, life-changing, groundbreaking stuff that he did. But for Steph, what he did against Serbia and then backdoored and he did against France was stupid impressive.
Steph showed out.
Like France, they were playing France in France with all their fans there.
Mm-hmm.
The game got close. It got cut down to about 4 or 6 points in the fourth quarter.
Mm-hmm.
Steph said, I got the next 4 shots. The next 4 shots were threes, contested, in people's eyes. Like that, the picture has obviously gone around the internet a million times. But where Steph got double teamed and hit a fadeaway three.
He was in his bag.
Net. And literally, KD's open at the top of the key. I think Booker was open on the wing. And everybody was like, it's a good shot. It's Steph.
Because you hear my boy Draymond from the sideline
What he
saying, shoot it!
So you saying Draymond
Steph
could be
for three?
You said Draymond could be a cheerleader from anywhere. That's
No.
Hey, E, what you
that
think,
familiar.
bro?
That familiar ear. That familiar ear. That sound, that whisper. That unlocked me. He was like, you unlocked. So you know what I'm saying?
That's
1B was in the building, man. 1B. Hey, you hit me up in the comment, man. You know what it is.
Cheerleading obviously makes you want to be.
Man.
That's crazy. However, I think Steph was the most impressive player.
Okay. Man, you really can't go wrong, man. There was so many guys showed out. I'm telling you, man. One thing we need to be talking about is who was the worst coach. Who was the worst coach in the history of the Olympics?
Man, I can't go past Daly as far as like who's been coaching, but Coach Steve Curry definitely made a case for it.
Yeah.
Because I never seen someone who was just had a certain arrogance and ego to do what he did to Jason Tatum.
Yeah.
So that kind of brings me to this then.
Mm-hmm.
So this Olympics is done.
Talk to
Pretty much we're sure that this was Steph, KD, and Bron. This is their final Olympics.
Yeah.
I can't see them doing
But then another impressive thing about Curry too, I can say, this is his first Olympics, so.
Oh, he went.
Yeah. So
he made it count.
Yeah, he made it count.
He made it count.
I can't say nothing bad about Curry.
He deserves to do a
Can't
one
say
and
nothing
done
bad
after
about
what he did in that.
Yeah,
one.
man, he did his thing.
But my question is this: so next Olympics, 2028. Let's say Steve Kerr is still going to be the coach of that team. What do you think that team's gonna look like? Who do you think's gonna be on that team?
I know Tatum won't be if Curry is coaching.
I wouldn't do it
For sure. Oh man, who can we see? Man, I'm gonna say that's 2028.
2028.
Well, I'm gonna say who I think will spearhead it. You'll probably have Anthony Edwards. I can see him,
sure.
and he have that experience on his belt.
Halliburton.
Halliburton for sure. I want to say Jaylen Brown, man, but
yeah.
I just don't know, man. I don't know. It depends on. To me, it depends on who's coaching too. But I can see Tatum being on that team again, man.
You think he would go back?
If it's not Curry,
because this is his second go. We're assuming that it's going to be Curry.
How many years did Coach K coach?
Coach K did
he do two times?
He did 08. He did 12. He did 16. I want to say I don't think he.
So you say he did 2 Olympics?
He did either 3 or 4. I want to say he did do 20. But that might have been Pop. So he might have just did 3.
I'm going to be honest with you, man. If it's Curry, man, from what he did this year, bro, like for you to not find minutes for Embiid in one game, and for you not to find minutes twice for Tatum, and then the disrespect to even come to that man before the game and say, I might not be able to find minutes for you is crazy. In one of those games, they won by 26.
Yeah, in a blowout, still not finding minutes.
Him or Halliburton, man. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. If Curry is there, you're gonna have players contractually saying, bro, do not embarrass me. Yeah. If I come play for you contractually, you gotta play me every game.
But Steve Kerr, if you just look at him, what talent has he really developed? So
I know that was Mark J. He inherited that team from Mark
exactly.
Jackson.
So the way I'm kind of like making it connect in this sense is he's gonna want whoever the best players on that team. It seems like, or plus a Derek White who's kind of like a poor man's Draymond Green. But it still didn't make sense because, like, we knew Tatum coming into the NBA, we knew he could guard because he was athletic and also 6'10". So to say that he couldn't have played the role that they tried to put Derek White in didn't make sense. Like, Derek White was literally a last-second scratch.
You know what? What made it more embarrassing to me, and something you just can't do, is that you can't find room for me to play in 2 games, but you can find room for my teammates who defer to me.
Yeah.
In the regular season, and I'm an NBA champion.
Yeah.
Man, get out of here, man. Get out of here.
And nobody like Derek White. If we're just just keep it a buck.
And no disrespect to Derek White.
Yeah. No.
Y'all know how I feel about Drew Holiday.
For sure. But with just specifically with Derek White, his job on Boston isn't the most difficult job. Because you're asking Tatum and Brown to be the best scorers, rebounders, passers on the team. And then you're asking Brown had to guard Luka, so he's taking the toughest assignment. And then Tatum, he would get switched on to Luka sometimes and switched on to Kyrie. Right. And then occasionally, like Drew, he held his own with Kyrie. And then White, it was just like, whoever you're guarding, just like make sure you lock that one up. But he's not getting the toughest assignment. So why are we taking him to the Olympics and then all of a sudden acting like we've all season he was like the defensive juggernaut?
I agree, but I kind of disagree because even though he wasn't getting the main assignment, he was covering those guys a lot. I mean, when you took Jaylen Brown out, Derek White was there to fill in for him. If Tatum would have got in trouble, Derek White was filling in for both of those guys, and he can guard 1 through 4. So
you said White can guard 1 through 4?
I think White can guard 1 through 4.
Nah, White's guarding 1, 2, and some threes.
I think he can guard up to 4.
And then he's got 1, 2, and some threes, but he's not guarding the best or second best because Brown usually gets. Drew and Brown switch between who's getting the tougher assignment.
Yeah. But I think I seen them match up a couple times with. I think I seen him match up a couple times with Drew and Brown. I think he can guard up to 4. I think he can guard up to 4. But I think I see them match up a couple times with. I think I seen them match up a couple times with Drew and Brown. I think I seen them match up a couple times with Drew and Brown. I think I seen them match up a couple times with Drew and Brown. I think I seen them match up a couple times with Drew and Brown. I think I seen them match up a couple times with Drew and Brown. I think I seen them match up a couple times with Drew and Brown. I think I seen them match up a couple times with Drew and Brown. I think I seen them match up a couple times with Drew and Brown. I think I seen them match up a couple times with Drew and Brown. I think I seen them match up a couple times with Drew and Brown. I think I seen them match up a couple times with Drew and Brown. I think I seen them match up a couple times with Drew and Brown. I think I seen them match up a couple times with Drew and Brown. I think I seen them mat what's my guy name? Luka Doncic. I think I saw him line up a couple times with him.
Luka's either playing the 1 or the 2 though.
But I'm saying I think I seen him match up with him in the series. Like,
and then if he did, I'm sure Luka killed him. Derek White's not guarding Luka. Derek White has nothing for Luka. You can't if they play 1-on-1, right? They play Luka's a better scorer, obviously.
Yeah.
But if they're like, all right, White, keep Luka from scoring 5 times or 6 times. Luka's getting the bucket here.
And I'm gonna be honest with you too. A lot of time, man, Derek White, man, offensively, man, he saved that team a lot.
Which team?
The Celtics. Like scoring wise too, because he hit a lot of key and timely shots. I mean, some of those games he was just big in. Like
yes. However, he's hitting shots where he's open.
Yeah, he's getting the one-on-one matchup.
Other guys, sometimes he's getting the one-on-nobody matchup because. If you had to pick your poison on that specific team, you're like, we're not leaving Tatum open. We're not leaving Brown open. We're going to have to guard him wherever he is. If Porzingis is in the lineup, you got to definitely pay attention to him. Okay. If you're going to let anybody... So that's 3 people that we're like, for sure we have to lock in.
So let me ask you this.
And then Drew Holiday too. So that's 4. Right. Like, you literally get to just be out there kind of, floating.
Okay, so let me ask you this. Do you think Curry play a role in Derek White being chosen over Jaylen Brown, or you think that was simply Grant Hill decision? Do you think Curry played a role in it?
I think they probably both came together and made that horrible decision.
I just don't understand it. Like, and still ain't nobody explained to me how he got that fill-in role over Jaylen Brown. I mean, this the Finals MVP, the Eastern Conference MVP. Like, NBA champion, 300.
I'm telling you right now, next season, I fully expect Boston to have like a vendetta against Steve Kerr to the point to where Draymond is probably gonna have to try to stick up for his coach and say this, that, and the third. Right. But if I'm Brown or Tatum, I'm talking reckless. Right. I'm telling you right now, I am talking reckless.
And prove me wrong. Don't Jaylen Brown? I think he's the only player. Not going into this year, of course, because Tatum got his money. But wasn't he the only player in the NBA with a $300 million contract?
Yeah.
That's crazy that he don't even make the Olympic team in his reserve. Not his reserve because they both starters. But the guy that defers to him, 2 guys that defer to him, 3 guys that defer to him is on the team.
Because honestly,
Tatum defers to him sometimes.
When White starts, it's usually because somebody's injured. Because usually it's supposed to be Drew at the 1, Brown at the 2, Tatum at the 3, Horford at the 4, and Porzingis at the 5.
Right. But Porzingis was hurt the whole year. So
no, but I'm saying that's their idea. Yeah. Like when they got to the playoffs and Porzingis was back, that's what the lineup was.
Right. Well, is Porzingis, he's not American. What is he?
Nah, he's not American. I don't know. I don't even mess it up.
Man, I'm glad he wasn't in the Olympics playing Olympics. He would have been a problem.
It depends what team he was on. Because, let me see. Let me see. Porzingis is... So,
he's from where?
Latvia. See, he's from Latvia. So, yeah. It's in Europe. I got you, bro. We'll go over math after this.
Latvia? I'm like...
No, I got you, bro. But no, Porzingis hoops, but I wouldn't really be worried about that because that team probably still wouldn't have made it to the...
I don't even think they probably...
No, they weren't there. So, but all in all, man, I'm definitely going with Curry being the most impressive. On this next Olympic team, hopefully Curry's not the coach. Hopefully Ty Lue or Eric Spoelstra.
They're trying to make excuses for
or something like that.
I would love to see Eric Spoelstra
or Ty Lue. Like either one of those guys, I'm definitely with it.
I don't even want to see Curry around.
No, I don't want to see Curry nowhere in the building. Yeah. But I think if Ja's not on, his craziness, Ja would be great. Zion, if he's healthy, would be great. I can see Cat in the mix doing work. Ant, of course. Halliburton, of course. Jaylen Brown, I want him to get that Olympic gold.
Banchero.
Yeah. Let me see some of these young
We
guys.
need big men.
Hopefully Trae Young gets a chance.
Trae Young.
Hopefully he gets a chance because that man has led the league in points, assists.
I don't see him
at some point just to see.
I don't see him as an Olympic type player, man.
Man, listen, if
because the Olympics is so physical.
You don't feel like he couldn't be guy number 12? You don't feel like Trae Young could be guy?
Where's the room for him though, man? You're gonna have possibly Kyrie Irving.
Kyrie's not gonna be there.
You don't think Kyrie will play?
No, Kyrie's for sure not gonna be there by that time.
I think Kyrie will play.
No, Kyrie's gonna. Let me see. Kyrie's probably gonna be 34. No, 35 at that time.
That's right up there. He's gonna redeem himself and man be a leader. You know, he gotta redeem himself from Boston, bro. He gotta redeem himself.
No. He's not. As a matter of fact, yeah, Kyrie was born in '92, so Kyrie's already 32. So he would be 36. Nah, he's not doing it. He is.
I'm saying right now. So I'm trying to think the point guard is if win.
Man, I think they're gonna.
I think Halliburton will go back for sure.
I do too. You know. I can definitely agree with that.
And you said Ja Morant. Like, where would Trae Young fit in there? They're not going to have 3-point guards.
They had 3-point guards this time.
No.
Well, no, because they had Drew. They had Drew and they had White. And
they had Drew and Halliburton. And Halliburton didn't even play.
So that's 3. Because White's a point guard.
No, White is a 2 guard.
Nah, he's a point guard.
Masquerading as a 3.
What?
Oh, he's a 3 masquerading as a 2. Ain't no way he's a point guard.
Nah, Derek White's a point guard.
No.
Look, Derek White, point guard, 6'4", 190. Bro, I know what I'm talking about.
I don't think he's a point guard, though.
I'm just telling you what ESPN has him as and what they usually send him in the game as. Derek White is a point guard. So yeah, I mean, I think
a point guard in
Now, okay, so here's what I'll say. And this is a big if. I feel like this is if Trae Young falls off. Right. I think De'Aaron Fox could be another guy.
You know who I want to see? I want to see Donovan Mitchell.
Donovan Mitchell.
That dude is a flat out scorer, bro.
He is.
He don't get the respect. He's the most disrespected.
Cleveland.
He's the most, not because of that, but he's the most.
Hey, I'll tell you.
He's the most.
I can't wait for Mississippi to get a.
Even with Utah.
Even
with Utah, man, he was just disrespected, man. Remember that time they did a draft and didn't nobody want to pick him, but that was just cold. Him and Rudy. Man. I can see why Rudy though, but Donovan.
Don't get me started on Rudy.
Man, that was sad, bro. Like, man, this dude don't do nothing but put buckets. I mean, he does it even better in the playoffs. So I would love to see Donovan Mitchell, man, in the Olympics, bro. That dude gonna kill. He might lead the league. He might lead that team in scoring. For real.
I can see that because
he got a beautiful shot, man.
He does play physical, so I can see that's interesting. I'm not mad at that.
What would you play him at? Point or shooting guard?
No, he'll play at the 2.
At the 2?
Yeah, he'll play at the 2.
I like that actually, man. You know, him and Ja Morant together, man, that'll be deadly, man. Even Darius Garland, I love Darius Garland game when he's aggressive.
That's the thing. When he's aggressive,
if he would have played the same way when Donovan Mitchell was hurt,
yeah,
man, they could have did something, man. I think he deferred too much.
Yeah, but, I agree. I totally agree.
I can even see him because his style of play, he kind of put me in the mind of like I'm not saying he's Chris Paul, but the way he distributes the ball and he can score what he wants to, he kind of reminds me of a Chris Paul.
I feel like that's right.
Yeah.
I would give more so a better Mike Conley. But not he doesn't play defense.
No, I wouldn't say Mike Conley. I'll say more like Chris Paul.
I don't know. You're going to have to break down some film or something and show me that one. But all right. So also before we continue, definitely want to shout out to all the U.S. gold, silver, and bronze medalists. Y'all went off. Yes, I was watching every day, keeping up. I was watching sports I thought I'd never watch, like diving and what's it?
We want to shout out everybody in the Olympics except for that 3-on-3 basketball. Stop it.
I really believe, outside of Jimmer Fredette, I feel like they just drove around and said, hey, we didn't know that we actually needed to bring somebody with us for this 3-on-3. I thought we could just pick up some of the guys on the squad.
Man, he over there trying to get rolled off, man.
That's crazy.
Oh,
bro, I feel like they just drove around France and was like, hey, are you from America? You from America? Hey, come on, we need you to hoop. Hey, no, we got some shorts for you. Don't even worry about it. We got some shorts. Come and hoop. Hey, your friend, he's from the States too? Bam, we hooping.
Man, you know they didn't even promote it, man. I just happened to turn the TV on. I'm like, what is this?
Bro, I'm not going to forget. I was at work. I was just,
I got excited. When you know one thing, you get excited, then you look at it, you like, yeah.
Bro, I'm telling you, it was horrible because I'm at work. I'm just looking. I'm talking to one of my friends at work, and we're looking at our phones because we were both watching like the different Olympic events. I look and
you
I'm
doing
like,
that on this lunch break.
I'm like, how are we losing right now in 3-on-3? Because 3-on-3 is really a glorified 1-on-1.
Yeah.
Because you're not really setting screens. It's like you may do occasional screens, but really you just have to beat the person in front of you. It's not like 5-on-5 where you can really trap and do all.
That's
these
a figure eight action, man. You can run a little figure eight, man.
Man, you doing like, but no, like you can like an ISO in 3-on-3 is a real ISO. So I'm just looking at this like, yo, what is happening right now? Like, how are we losing to these teams that like you really can't name an NBA player from their squad or like 5 NBA players from their country?
I want to say obvious, but
bruh, no, but that can't even be the obvious because the teams that they were playing, they're all the same. So again, what is happening? What is happening?
Who coaching it?
Twitter? I think they're throwing in suggestions. Hey, bro, take more shots. Bet. I like that.
Man,
Brick.
It was bad. It was bad.
Bruh, that 3-on-3. They gonna have to do something.
It was so bad when I seen it on, I just kept turning.
They either have to bring in like ex-NBA players. They need to let Ice Cube's Big 3 go ahead and get in the mix with that. Maybe
I'm surprised Ice Cube wasn't a part of that.
So
they basically stole his idea.
I mean, 3-on-3, you can't really steal that idea. It's been around as long before we were alive. People were playing 3-on-3, so it's not a stolen idea. But what Ice Cube did though, because when they started losing, Ice Cube came out. He basically said, whoever the winner is of this, the winner of the big 3 will play y'all. And they said I think he tried to say we'll put a like $500,000 or something like that. To the winner, and they were ducking them, but I think they're trying to work on something to get whoever won gold for that to come.
They got to do something, or get it fixed or scrap it. I mean,
they can't scrap it because other countries did
know
just
who won the gold medal.
Bro, I don't even care. I couldn't even tell you. All I know is there's no world where we should struggle in basketball, especially 3-on-3. Yeah. When the American game is literally a 1-on-1 game. It's how can I cook you in an ISO situation?
In American way, that might have been worse than the breakdancing competition.
Bruh, it's up there. Breakdance hurt more because of cultural reasons. Yeah. Just watching that.
I mean, they try to make a sport out of everything. Really, like, I love dancing. You get a great workout.
Well, no, I mean, breakdancing could definitely be a sport. Man, bruh, what's
like next they're gonna have beatboxers.
Hey, man.
Where does it stop, man? Where does it stop? Come on, man. Where does it stop?
Look, is there wrong? No, but honestly, no. Breakdance could definitely be a sport.
I guess I'm biased.
Come on now. Did you see You Got Served? Yeah, you remember that from back in the game? Yeah. Bro, the way that they were spinning and flipping
and all that. Stomp the yard and everything.
Okay. Now, if they tried to make stepping in the Olympics, that would be wild.
Why not? Why not? Might as well make crumpet too.
That's wild.
Might as well have a freestyle battle. You see where I'm going with this, America?
A freestyle battle in the Olympics would be insane.
You know what? I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm a little biased.
Charlie Clips.
Anything that America don't dominate first, I'm like scrapping it.
Bro, I'm not mad.
If we look real bad as a country,
also,
I'm like, forget about it.
I know we're deviating from basketball right now, but real quick, shout out to the women's gymnastics squad. Shout out to Simone and Jordan and Sunny and her name is escaping me right now.
Everybody that he said.
But I was gonna say Sunny, the girl from Brazil, she cooked. Like, they really went out.
Somebody from Brazil?
Yeah, because it was like a...
Did she compete with Americans?
No, she was for Brazil, but so in this one, it was the floor routine or whatever.
We don't do Brazil.
No, she's black. So she came in first.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, Simone came in second, and Jordan came in third. It was just a dope moment. I'm gonna have to catch you up to speed on that because that was dope. Yeah. But the gymnastics was dope. Track was dope. Like they showed out on track.
Man, I was watching something on TV, man, and like, what's my boy name? They said
who, Noah?
Yeah, Noah Lyles. Noah Lyles. He might have been the only American. I watched somebody else. He might have been the only American people were like, if he lose, I don't even care. He might have been the only American that ever in the history of all of the Olympics. You see an American, you like, come on. Come on, for him it was like.
So I mean, you know,
if I told you so was a person.
Listen, black people are the most patriotic during the Olympics.
Right.
So I wasn't rooting against them. But honestly, all of the NBA, I feel like at that time for sure they were all rooting against them. I feel like the NFL was rooting against them.
I ain't gonna lie to you. But if he wouldn't have won, they would all wore shirts saying "World Champion of what?"
Bruh, because he won the 100 by that much. The 200 he
literally
lost.
split her. Like, you ever seen the Little Rascals?
Yeah.
You know how Alfalfa he won it with a hair?
Yeah, literally. Bruh, because everybody else had their foot over the line, but he leaned in, put his chest over it. He won by that much. The 200 he lost, but the 100 he got it done.
Well, I guess from Noah Lyles' perspective, I mean, like, you only really just show up once a year, like once every 4 years. You got your time to shine. So I think he did what he was set out to do.
Yeah, no,
you know,
for sure.
Everybody know his name. Might not be for the right reason, but hey, everybody know you now. So you did your thing. You stole the show.
Now because you gonna dominate. You gonna go back and forth.
Now you're gonna disappear for 4 years, and maybe 2028, your name will come up again.
That's crazy. That's crazy talk right there. That's deep. But no, shout out to everybody in the U.S. who got it done. You know, we ended up having the most overall medals. Mm-hmm. I think we tied with China with the most gold medals, but we had the most overall by like a mile. So shout out to everybody for that.
I'm the #1 tic-tac-toe player in the world. Maybe I can get me a gold medal playing tic-tac-toe. You never know. Rock, paper, scissors been a thing. I'm working on that too. I'm trying to get me a gold medal.
My boy's diversifying his portfolio.
Yeah.
Olympic committee, if y'all trying to do tic-tac-toe or rock, paper, scissors, hit my boy up. He's going to be ready to get in the mix. And
trash talk.
Nah, you get cooked at that.
I talk trash too.
Nah.
Maybe a gold medalist in that. Yeah.
You got too much dip on your chip, my brother. So, real quick. So this is something that I've been seeing on social media that has like, I don't know where it came from, but it's like a real topic that people have been discussing. Okay. The best scorer, KD or Kobe. Who is the best scorer? Most people say the best player is Kobe because defense, he can lock up, but just best scorer, just that aspect of it. Who do you got, Kobe or KD?
LeBron James, he's the #1 scorer of all time.
Kobe or K? Kobe.
Okay. Let's get it, man. Man,
make a play.
If we would talk about the most efficient scorer of all time, I'll for sure have to say KD.
Okay.
But if we talking about the best scorer of all time, clutch and everything, but damn, both of them clutch. Man, this is hard, man.
What do you think?
I'm gonna go with Kobe. He got 5 rings. I'm gonna give Kobe the nudge. Okay. Black Mamba. Even though you got the Slim Reaper, and he don't like that name, or the Durantula, we're gonna go with the Black Mamba. I'm gonna say Kobe.
Okay.
Rest in peace.
Okay, so I'm just gonna basically elaborate on what you said. Most efficient, KD. I wouldn't even argue that.
Yeah.
For their careers, the differential in shots, it's really like 1. Mm-hmm. I think LeBron has like a little more than Kobe. I think it goes Bron, Kobe, and then KD for their careers. Now, the efficiency, that's KD. I'm not gonna argue.
Yeah. I don't think nobody will argue that.
But just scoring, like if we go into this game and we say, I need my best player to get me 60 in this game for us to win this playoff game, I'm going KD. That's a lie. I'm going Kobe over KD 7 out of 7 days in a week. 1, because in the year 2006, I believe it was, Kobe had more 50-point games than KD has had in his entire career. As great, as efficient of a scorer as KD is, there are games where his team
take him out of
would have loved for him to score 60 points. Go get that 70-point game. Go get an 80-point game if you can get it. But his career high is 55. If his career high was 55, but he was out here winning all these games, getting all these championships, getting extremely deep into the playoffs every year, I'll say, you know what? Maybe KD is because he's efficient.
I see we're on the same page.
Yeah, he's efficient and his scoring is getting him deep into the playoffs every year just off of that. Like when people bring up like, okay, KD has a higher point per game average. Like you're not factoring Kobe being hurt, and you're not factoring Kobe's first year where he wasn't getting burned like that because they're kind of hating on him because he was a young guy, and then also they had different type of expectations. But when Kobe became Kobe, and you compare that to KD, because KD's first year he was able to just throw up as many shots as he wanted. Because it was the Sonics, and the Sonics didn't have any.
Kobe always really been playing against a double team. I mean, you take away them 3 first years, them 3 championships with Shaq, but after that, man, Kobe.
Even then,
he lives with a double team.
I was gonna say even then, because when Shaq fell out of the game and Kobe said, "I got you, I'm gonna bring us home." What did Kobe do? Went out there and cooked the rest of the game.
But even though that team was loaded too with them Shaq teams too.
Not really.
And they had veterans too, man. Like the veteran.
They did.
They had players that were stars in their roles though. Like you know what I'm saying, where he didn't have to.
Who?
You had Rick Fox.
Bro, come on now.
Rick Fox was a star in his role.
Come on now. E, what would you say if you were here, bro? E, what you thinking? E said
he would agree with me.
That he's a comic.
He would agree with me. I'm not saying he's not that. I'm saying they were stars in their roles.
Okay, what was Rick Fox's role? Entertaining.
More like a 3-and-D. Yeah.
Okay, so in the world of 3-and-D.
Then you had Derek Fisher.
In the world of 3-and-D, he would be on the very back end of that 3-and-D world.
He started in his role. He did what he was supposed to do. You had Rick Fox. You had Derek Fisher. You had, I think, Robert Ory on that team. We know what Robert Ory did.
Hit timely three. He would hit a timely 3.
Yeah. You had who else you had on that team? You had
yeah, Rick Fox's best year in the Laker uniform was 9 points. We're not doing that.
No, I'm saying he started his role. He had timed the shots.
Bro, you're not giving me 3 threes a game.
I'm just saying. But what
call you a star in your role.
But not to get away from the point though. What we was saying though. But I'm saying if you gave KD Kobe mentality, man, boy, KD would be
that would be a different story.
KD would be a most scariest player ever.
That would be a different story.
I wouldn't even say you gave him. I wouldn't even say if you gave him Kobe mentality. If you gave KD Russell Westbrook mentality,
I was thinking that too.
Man, this dude,
I was thinking that too.
Really, KD be letting people off the hook because this dude is really unstoppable.
And that's
like,
what
he's letting people off the hook.
And that's why I would push him back.
That's why I can't say because it ain't really a debate.
Because KD has all of the potential to go out there and hit 70 points in a game. Like he has the skill to do it. Does he have the will, the drive, and the by any means necessary to do it? No. Because he would have done it.
I'm almost willing to say KD, if different mentality, he would be the most skilled player of all time. Based off from his length, the ability to be 7 foot, could dribble, you can literally raise up over anybody and shoot. If you too big, if you big, you too slow. If you small, you're too little.
Yeah.
You know, like
honestly,
this guy, man, he
super fair.
He lets people off the hook, man, and that's why I can't give it him. That's why I can't give him the nudge over Kobe as a scorer because he let people off the hook.
No, and that's super fair, bro. Yeah. Because I mean, you can't tell me that last year with the Suns playing that the Suns wouldn't have been like when they're out there getting cooked by. When they're out there getting cooked by Minnesota, that they wouldn't have been like, "Hey, KD, can you drop 60 this game? Yeah. Can you give us 55 this game? That's your career high. Can you just go out here, bro, take the shots?
Right. And
don't defer. Take
this
the
is
shots.
What kills me. He'll make statements like, "I want to play the game the right way."
The right way is winning.
Man, you will the right way.
I was gonna say,
what makes you the wrong way?
That statement is one of the biggest cop-out statements.
Like,
to
I
me.
don't like that.
That statement is. It just feel like the right way. If Chris Paul said, "I want to play the game the right way," quote unquote, where he's like, "I'll let it come to me." Okay, you're a 6-foot point guard, and you have an amazing ability to pass and get people open. So if the right way is just creating for other people and then picking your spots, sure. But for Kobe, for Jordan, for Bron, for KD, for Giannis, for Shaq, the right way is. Give me the ball, put it in the hoop. That's the only right way. Figure it out after that.
Then he contradicts himself. Because then he'll make statements like, I'm Kevin Durant.
Yeah.
Like, okay, we know that.
Look, I agree.
Okay.
I agree.
You Kevin Bleeping Durant.
Yeah.
Do what you should be putting up 60 and 70 a game.
Bruh.
There ain't no way you tell me. Have Durant ever had a 70-point game?
His career high is 55.
Blasphemy.
55. You should literally in today's NBA where you can just score, and it's literally we gonna run and gun the whole time, but not the whole time, but most of the time.
He's so talented. He's so talented. It literally should be just this simple. Yeah, I just feel like putting up 70 today. You should be able to tell people I'm gonna put up 70 today, and what they gonna do to stop you?
Man, listen, putting up 70 is ridiculous. However, like going out there with the mentality of you can't stop me. So you're going to need your friend. Both of y'all come over, and I'm still going to score on both of y'all.
Right.
That's it. That's what it comes down to.
If I'm coaching...
I would rather his shooting percentage come down if that's going to mean that he's getting more points and pushing us further.
If I'm coaching...
And then make a good play at the end of the game or something
If I'm coaching Durant, I would at least have every 5 games. I'm like, if you don't go out and put up 30 shots, I'm going to bench you the next game. It should be games literally where the coach just say, Durant, you putting up 30 shots tonight. And just see see where you foul. See where the team foul. I'm yet to see a game. Have you ever put up 30 shots in a game?
That's 6 shots a quarter. I feel
like I don't think he's ever put up 30 shots a game.
Like I feel like that's not an unfair ask.
Yeah.
To ask one of the best scorers who ever touched the basketball to be like, hey, can you please shoot 6 times in the first quarter, and then in the second, and then in the third, and then in the fourth.
You know what would be frustrated about Durant if he's seen this? He'll come on here and he'll say, yeah, that's because you don't know basketball. That's what he'll say. He'll say, that's because y'all don't know basketball. Yeah, you probably right. But we know you. And you don't. And you.
Listen, because to think how, like, getting swept or gentlemen swept, like, if you're going out there and you're, like, putting up, like...
Man, this dude can win a game by himself.
Bro, literally, it's... Like, we've seen players do that.
How do you get swept?
We've seen guys have a bad percentage, but they're able to score so much and will their team into that win to where other people are able to, like, pull on that as well.
How tall is AI?
AI on a good day is 6'1". On a good day,
so we see AI. That team, that wasn't a lopsided. That wasn't a more lopsided game I ever seen. Then nobody going to that series think
everybody had a chance. That's why he said, put your brooms away.
And then you let Allen Iverson single-handedly won a game.
Yeah, went out there.
So Durant, you was 7 foot.
Yeah.
For you to get swept.
Yeah.
That's why your coach got fired. You fired.
I was gonna say,
got him fired
because Minnesota doesn't have neither Shaq nor Kobe on that team. And I really like Ant, and I think Ant's gonna be something special. He's neither Shaq nor Kobe. Yeah. Get it done, and then it's like, I know some people say, well, he had Russell Westbrook for all those years. Paul George had his best season of his career with Russ. KD had the best season of his career with Russ.
He had the best 7 years.
Bradley Beal had the best season of his career with Russ. Yeah. So Russ can't be the cop-out for why you're not putting up more points. And then for all these years that you're not with Russ, your career high is still 55, and you haven't won-ish since leaving the Warriors.
Yeah. I want to know what game has he put up the most shots in? That's what I just want to know that. I know it might be a hard Google, but I'm saying we could get to it in the chat. But I at least want to know what's the most shots he ever shot in the game.
Man,
and I bet it's going to be disappointing.
All right, now tell me this.
Yes, sir.
All right, so do this.
Oh, I thought you
give me no. We're good. So tell me this. Let's rank them real quick.
Okay.
Give me your top. We could do a Mount Rushmore maybe later or a different day. Give me your top 5 scores in order, 1 through 5, all time.
Top 5 scores.
Yeah. You want me to go first?
Yeah, you go. You go.
All right. Let me see. I'm coming off. I know I'm gonna have Jordan 1.
Jordan.
I'm gonna have Kobe 2.
Kobe.
I'm going to have Wilt 3, because I think he averaged like 25 or 50 or something like that for a season. I think it's like 20. Yes, it was something crazy.
See nothing wrong with it.
I know his comp was his comp, but he still had to put the ball in the bucket. I know people who will struggle with that in any league that they're in. Then I'm gonna go. So I have Jordan, I have Kobe, I have Wilt. Give me Melo as a scorer, and then give me KD as a scorer.
Okay,
that'll be my 5.
I'm gonna go a little different. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go Jordan.
Of course.
Camelo.
Okay.
Jordan, Camelo, Durant, Steph Curry.
Okay.
Greatest shooter of all time. You gotta have him.
For sure.
And LeBron.
I'm not mad at that. Honestly, Brown's my honorable mention. Overall, he has the most points because he's super consistent being around that 25 points per game, and then he's played forever.
Yeah.
The man's God spent extra time making his.
I don't even say it because he got hold of the record. I just say it because if he decided that he wanted to score 40 points a night, he's another one that bails people out.
I agree.
Man, he like Dallas Mavericks that year. He bailed them out.
Well, that's because they got in his head. So he didn't even have a choice.
I'm just saying though, he just bailed people out, man. Like
anytime you get Jason Terry talking trash,
if you give him the mumble mentality mindset. Did I have Kobe in there?
You did.
Okay. Yeah, if you give him that mindset, what is LeBron like? How many more championships he have?
Honestly. All right, y'all tell us in the chat your top 5 scores all time. All right, so bro. So since we're making our list, we've been pretty consistent with this.
Okay. We're
going to do our Mount Rushmore for centers. Yo, email, I need you to drop yours in the chat. Everybody else, drop it in the chat as well. I need to see what y'all thinking with the centers.
Hey, man, no cobs allowed, bro.
Hey, but Draymond Green's probably going to find his way into his top 5 centers. Mount Rushmore centers. But go ahead, bro. What's up? Mount Rushmore centers. Who you got?
Man, I'm going to go Shaq. Shaq 1.
Okay.
King Elijah 1.
Okay. You would love that.
I'm gonna go Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Yeah.
And
you have Bill Russell, you have Wilt, you have Patrick Ewing, you have David Robinson, you have Joker, you have
man, I wanna go Joker, man. But I don't know if he's done it long enough, man.
Man, he has a heck of a resume.
I'm gonna go right now, but it could change. I'm gonna put Joker in there. I can't even though I want to keep it American, I gotta go Joker. I gotta put Joker in there.
Whew. Okay, you left out some heavy hitters, but I'm not mad at it. So I'm going.
Somebody gonna get left out.
No, for sure. So Shaq is in it for sure. Kareem is in it for sure.
Okay.
Hakeem is in it because people still go to him to be. Hakeem's what?
A dream.
50-something on 60-something, and they say, "Hey, show me that footwork, real quick."
Yeah, I already knew you were going.
Yeah. So Shaq, Kareem, and Hakeem are for sure my.
You got them over. You got them. That's your order.
Those are my. Well, Shaq. Kareem,
you said in order, or did you say just one more?
I mean, I was just doing it, but yeah, that's also the order.
Okay.
Shaq, Kareem, Hakeem.
So you got Kareem over Hakeem?
Over Hakeem, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because Kareem was killing.
So you got your 2 and 3 different, okay.
Yeah, Kareem was killing. My 4th, that 4th one is tough.
You can't not have Joker.
So many guys are deserving.
He could have been really 3 times back-to-back MVP.
Yeah, but so many guys are deserving of that 4th spot.
I think they just gave it to OD because he could have been 3. He could have been 3 in a row.
Yeah.
Can you really leave him out? Because I couldn't leave him out based off of what he's done. And he won a championship.
I want to put Wilt in there, though.
And then the fact that you said Murray wasn't even an all-star, so he did it without an all-star, too.
Yeah, but the pieces around him were so nice. Because you left Dirk off of your squad for the power forwards, and he did it without an all-star.
I put Dirk in there.
I don't think you had Dirk.
I had Dirk fourth.
Then that must have been E who.
Yeah, he had him off. But you had Giannis. You left Charles Barkley out.
No, I stand by that. I stand by that. I'm not. You can't tell me a single. Is there an accolade that Charles Barkley has that Giannis doesn't have?
It doesn't matter, man.
Is there an accolade? You play. Okay, it's Giannis. There's not a single accolade that Charles Barkley has that Giannis doesn't. But there are accolades that Giannis has that Charles does not have.
He ain't here to defend himself, man.
Nobody's here to defend himself. Man, I'm going Will.
Will?
I'm going.
You ain't never seen him play.
I've seen.
Ain't no highlights of the Joker.
No, there are highlights.
You see him?
I like, yes. You never seen NBA Hardwood Classic?
You gotta squint your eyes?
No. You just gotta watch it from an angle. No. No.
Man, you can't even still.
No, for real.
Man, you know about word of mouth.
No.
Word of mouth. He might stop. He might rush more word of mouth.
That's funny. No, but I mean, if you can go watch some of the stuff that he did.
How many points he had to score? How many points he had to score a quarter to get 100 points? Man,
it's not even that though. Like he averaged for his career 30 and 22, and then he played before they like counted like block shots. He would have had all the shot block records.
How many African Americans was in the league? Man?
I mean,
probably like 3.
Him, Bill Russell, and Oscar Robertson.
Yeah, I mean that's probably the only time he didn't average 35. That's average 20 something that game, them 3 games.
That's crazy. No, I mean, but even like beyond that, Wilt was like a.
So who your honorable mention?
Wilt was a stupid athlete though. Like he had the speed, cause like he has records and stuff like that. He had the speed. He was an Olympic volleyball player. He had the hops. He had the strength. They said he could bench 500 pounds. There's not an NBA player today who could bench 500 pounds.
You know what else they said about that too, right? They said Jackie Robinson had all the attributes too.
And that's why Jackie Robinson is one of the best baseball players who ever played the game.
I'm just saying.
So, I mean...
I'm just saying it was lack of melanin.
No, but Jackie Robinson did it in the Negro League and then came over to the MLB and did the same thing. So, he cooked on both ends. So I don't know.
I'm just saying Wilt Chamberlain.
So we're not gonna disrespect Will nor Jackie.
It was a lot of
RIP.
It was a lot of lack of melanin in that Wilt Chamberlain. I'm not hating.
So if you went to the Negro League, what was it, the ABA at the time and cooking all them, like who, like no, I've never heard anybody from like that time period or like the ones after, like Dr. J, anybody be like, oh, the only reason Wilt cooked is because he was.
We're not talking about Wilt. I love you, man.
Like he was cooking everybody. Like,
but I can't put you on. I can't put you up there, man. I ain't never seen you, bro. You can't count that against me. I wasn't born yet.
Okay, so your homework is go on YouTube and look up Wilt.
But I can't see that.
Or Google Wilt's. Google his athletic attributes. How about that?
I guess I'll read it in the book. Because maybe my mind will create. I can see images in my mind of you doing that stuff. I don't know.
I'll tell you what. Some people just say, if I wasn't there to see
Show me some clips.
It doesn't count.
I don't even think they had clips.
You know what's going to happen think about it like this. If Dame doesn't win the championship, and we all know how cold Dame is. Yeah. If he doesn't win the championship, in about 30 years from now or 40 years from now, there's going to be some kid somewhere between 18 and 25 saying, Dame was just okay. He was just another guy. He wasn't that cold. Dame time is capped. Blah, 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 blah. Like, because it's like, I didn't see it, or it was so long ago, it doesn't count anymore for today. Which is amazing. I mean,
I get what you're saying, man, but top 4 though? Much more?
Okay, so
who your honorable mention?
Joker. Joker's my honorable mention. But honestly, even with the honorable...
You ain't gonna have AD in there?
I put AD more at the 4 than the 5. And then at the 4, I don't have AD over Giannis.
Yeah, man,
I don't have him over Barkley.
I was just being.
Okay, yeah. Cause,
yeah. I mean, he's forever going to be tied to his injuries, unfortunately.
AD.
Yeah.
Yeah, but also even when he wasn't injured, like sometimes he doesn't play as a. I mean, in the playoffs specifically, he doesn't go as aggressive as he should.
Right.
So that's my thing. You know what? A lot of players in today's NBA, they don't have an aggressive mindset. Yeah. They have like the talent and the skill, but they don't have the aggression to kind of be one to punch somebody in the face. But just translate it to hooping.
I think Westbrook was the last one of those guys.
Who's like super aggressive?
Yeah, like just had that mindset. I mean, I say Russell because of course Kobe came before him. So I say Russell was the last one with that mentality. I mean, you still see some players, because I can't say that because I think Donovan Mitchell is real aggressive. I don't see him taking the back seat to nobody. He gets up his shots. Yeah. He just go about it in a different way. He's not rah-rah. He don't have the on his face, but man, the dude is super aggressive. I've never seen him not take shots.
Man, so yeah, but what I'm kind of looking for now.
But you talking about had like that Gary Payton type attitude. You talking about like that?
Somewhat. It doesn't even have to be like that. Just malicious.
Or got that killer. Like
that killer, and then like, nah, I'm going for blood. Because a lot of guys, it seems like they want to be more smooth and more finesse. I think more I could good dog, and I'll punch you in the face for real. Like
I think Morant probably got.
Ja does have that in him. Ja's problem is he takes that attitude off the court as well. So I need him to just channel that on the court.
I think your boy got that mindset. Trae Young. He's just small, but he's got the mindset.
Okay,
he's a dog. Who else? Jordan Poole want to be so bad, but
you naming all point guards right now.
I'm just thinking because I'm just trying to think about who like what you said. That got that dog mentality. Like,
yeah, I'm about to go get it.
Yeah, like I. I'm trying to think who else. I don't consider Donovan Mitchell a point guard. I consider him a two guard.
That's fair. Because like even the centers today, the biggest one who I put in the dog category would be Embiid. Even his is like, I don't look at him the same way I would look at just from like his mentality and his like blanket. Let's get it done. I don't look at him like a Joel. I mean,
or
like
Kevin Garnett or Shaq.
Or KG. Yeah, he doesn't give me that same type of energy.
You look at him more like a Carl Anthony Towns.
I'll give him more than Cat, because Cat can be kind of soft sometimes.
Like Zach Randolph was a dog.
Yeah.
Like he couldn't match it. Julius Randle, he got that.
Julius Randle does.
He got that dog. Jalen Brunson.
Jalen for sure does.
He got it. They don't got they ain't got the rust face. But if they face off, like Donovan Mitchell is a straight killer. Jalen Brunson, straight killer. He just every time I think about it, I think about 113 million. But other than that, other than that,
you okay, bro?
13.
Have you bounced back from that yet?
Man, I think every time I say his name, I'll shake out of it.
It's good, bro. It's good.
But yeah, man, that's who I'm rocking with, man. I got my 4 guys. I just couldn't see myself leaving Yoke out of it, man. I wanted to leave him out of it. But man, he's accomplished too much, man.
I'm not mad at it.
And to cap it off, we win the championship too.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. I'm not
to do
mad
it in your prime of winning the championship, like.
Yeah, I get it. I'm not mad at it. I have no. Honestly, I can't say, well, let me talk you out of it for this person, because whoever I put up against them, true, they're gonna have a resume, but Joker's resume is also extremely impressive.
And what happens if he go and get Russ this championship? What happens? Out of all the greats Russ gonna play with, LeBron, KD, Durant. I said KD.
Bill.
Everybody.
Bill's not great. He played
Paul George, Kawhi Leonard.
He's hooped with some guys.
Jokic's gonna get him the championship. What does that say about Jokic? What would he elevate to?
Honestly, if that team, that specific team, if the team how they're constructed right now, if they won the championship, I think I would concede. I think I would say, okay.
we gotta move
shit
up on all time. You can't just say centers. He's starting to get into dangerous territory where he automatically would be in the top 10 for sure of all time.
I think you said 10.
Top 10 of all
10?
time. If he go and win another championship with the 2 MVPs, and he's probably gonna win another MVP before his career over.
But does that speak more to where the league is or his greatness?
No, man, bro. We've seen this guy, bro. This guy, bro. If he's gonna beat you with his mind, like he's dominant in a different way. I mean, people think dominant and they think Shaq.
Right.
But this guy is dominant in a whole nother way.
Because he does affect the entire play of the game.
Yes, like even if you could say the Olympics, it took 4 MVPs to beat him.
and a crazy performance by Steph.
And he still had his imprint all over that game. So, man, like what this guy's doing is dominant.
Well, yeah, we at least have to have a conversation about it. We at least have to have a conversation.
Everybody got to start having that conversation, man. And you know, I'm all for my Americans.
Yeah.
And
okay, so right now, where is Jokic in your top? Let's say top 20. Is he in your top 20 all time?
Right now, yes.
Is he in your top?
He's
15?
in the top 50 of all time.
Well, 50 is a huge number. I said 20.
Based off what he's accomplished, yes.
Is he in your top 15?
Not right now. He's in my top 20.
He's in your top
but 20. I'm saying, if you win and go get another championship, and he's probably going to be right in the MVP odds again.
Yeah, I'm sure he will.
He's probably got, what, two to three all-first teams? NBA all-first team? Man, I'm telling you. He really supposed to be a 3-time MVP, man.
Okay,
they just gave it to Embiid 1 year.
Okay, so right now he has 3 MVPs, a championship.
He got two.
A Finals MVP. No, he has 3 because he went back to back.
He only won 2.
He didn't win. He won this year, right? Who won this year?
He won. No, he got 2. He won 1, then he didn't win. He only got 2.
Let me see.
Because Embiid won it last year.
Embiid won the year before last. Yeah, 3 times.
He won MVP 3 times?
Yeah, because he did back-to-back, 1 and 2, 21, 22, and then he won in 24.
See, that's already. So he's in my top 15. I only thought he had 2 MVPs. If he win another championship.
So not in order. It doesn't have to be in order. We'll do that another day. Who's your top 15? Just try to shoot them off.
LeBron, Jordan, Kobe, Shaq, Tim Duncan, Keem Olajuwon, Magic, Kareem, Bird. How many are you?
That's 9. Isaiah
Thomas for sure.
Okay, that's 10. Steph.
I throw Steph in there, yeah.
That's 11. KG. Tim Duncan.
I'm gonna wait on. I already said Tim Duncan. Charles Barkley.
That's 12. Kawhi.
I'm gonna hold off on him right now.
Giannis.
I'm saying top 20, top 15. I'll hold off on Giannis right now.
Bill Russell.
Wilt Chamberlain.
That's 14.
Dr. J.
That's 15.
I feel like I'm missing somebody, man.
That's 15 and you didn't say Joker.
No, I'm just saying. No, I was giving that Joker was in there.
Oh, okay. So yeah. Dr. J wouldn't be in there.
Probably wouldn't, man. Did Dr. J win a championship?
Yeah.
I mean,
just one.
I say, how many MVPs?
That I do not know.
Of all them guys, how many of them guys are 3-time MVP?
That's a very short list. That 3-time MVP, I think it's just like Jordan.
And he's been an outright winner. I mean, it ain't even been close, really.
Yeah, honestly. So,
this year it was close because you could have easily gave it to Shea.
You could have. That's not true. I thought was gonna win. Well, that's what I
That's who I had winning. But you couldn't be mad about Jokic. For him to have an NBA championship.
Yeah.
And then to have 3, really would have been 4. Mm-hmm. It really could have been 4 NBA.
It could have, honestly. Okay, y'all. But I mean, you can say that about Brian. You can say that about Jordan. You could.
And they all in that top 15.
That's very true. Y'all let us know in the chat. Is Jokic top 15 player right now with nothing else added to his resume? Right now, at this moment, is he a top 15 player? Let us know. And while we talk about the NBA, just going into the season, I know the season hasn't started yet. And this could be a quick answer. In the Eastern Conference and the Western Conference, which 2 teams have the most pressure in each conference?
Okay.
You can start with
most
the East.
pressure. Philadelphia.
Philly?
That's the most pressure.
Okay.
They got to get it up. They got to get it done. I mean, if they don't get it done, that team could break up in this. Not if they don't get it done. To me, it's a 2-year window.
Okay.
If they don't get it done in the next 2 years, at least get to the finals. Philadelphia, it might just implode.
Okay. And then in the West.
In the West, it's so much injury and stuff in the West, man.
I know my answer.
I feel like
in
the West. I'm probably gonna have to go with Dallas. I feel like
Dallas?
No, I don't know. Because Dallas really didn't supposed to be there. They really ahead of their time. LeBron, they really didn't pick up nothing this year. They really didn't add nothing. Realistically, a championship quality.
So, bro, who you got? Most pressure?
To me, the West, man, it ain't too much pressure.
No pressure on anybody?
I really don't feel like it ain't nobody like this. To me, it's just in the East. Really, you got Philadelphia.
So, in the East, I'm saying New York. Brunson gave up money.
Yeah.
They bring.
Don't even.
Brunson gave up money. They brought all the friends together. They gotta prove it.
So you think they got more pressure than
Philly? Because Philly can say, if nothing else, Paul George just got here. We need 1 more year to get acclimated.
How many more years you got out of Embiid though?
I mean, I feel that.
He's
but New York, they can really be like, you know what? We've had good teams in New York that haven't got it done. Are we just seeing more of the same?
But to me, they still got a year. Because you bringing in 2 different players.
Who?
They bring in Malik Bridges, Mikal Bridges, and they brought in who else they brought in? No, they brought in Mikal Bridges, and they got to figure out the rotations too, bro. Like,
but most of those guys,
Julius Randle coming back too, so he's basically like a new player too. To me,
but Paul George is in the starting lineup of that. But Bridges is coming off the bench.
But this is what I don't necessarily think that.
Who's he starting over?
He's probably starting over DiVincenzo.
He's coming off the bench too.
To me, it's Jalen Brunson, Malik Bridges, Anunoby, Robertson, and Randall. Ain't no way Malik Bridges coming off the bench on this team, no. Josh Hart gonna come off the bench.
Josh Hart's probably coming off the bench too. Okay, that's fine.
But and they gotta work their rotation. To me, they got a year. To me,
they're probably gonna say the same thing in Philly though. They'll probably say
because you got
New York still has their core. Paul George is literally a part of the core in Philly. In New York, the core is set.
But I'm saying because you're running out of time, they are older. They on the back end of their prime. Well, not Embiid and Maxey, but Paul George is like a perfect fit.
Right.
It ain't like no force fit. Like they all go together like this right here. Like if you bring 2 in together, it's a lot.
Right.
They got to get it done, man. Everybody know the pressure is on Philly. They've been knocking on that door. They at least got to get to the.
Philly hasn't been. They haven't been that close to getting.
They at least got to get to the finals. Embiid, Jokic already gonna win.
I think New York has that same pressure plus one because that 113 that he turned down has to mean something.
But Jokic already gonna win a championship. He's already done won a championship.
He has more MVPs.
And it's like
he won a championship. He got the finals.
Jokic gonna win a championship.
That conversation
and he got 3
MVPs,
bro. He's gonna win 3 MVPs. They the 2 most dominant centers in the league. The pressure
Joel's
is
a better player, like one-on-one.
I'm just
but
saying.
Joker's a better player within the team.
I'm just saying, man.
So
don't nobody got more pressure than Philly.
I don't know. And then in the West, I'm gonna go ahead and say the Lakers have the pressure. 1, because they're the Lakers, and 2, because we just watching this Olympics where Bron at the age of 900 is the MVP, and then AD played very well in this Olympic game.
I get it.
So it's like you're literally wasting these 2 guys by either the coaching or the team that you put.
I didn't say.
However you're gonna blame it. However you gonna blame it. Or on the other guys, however, blah, 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 whatever. So I can have the Lakers and I have the Knicks with the most
I didn't
pressure.
say the Lakers simply because of the 2 new additions. Bronny James and JJ Redick. It's unrealistic for me to think they're going to win a championship with a coach that's never coached at any level and his son there. It's going to be a certain.
Bronny's not really a factor. That's not good.
JJ Redick.
The Lakers already get a lot of press, so that's whatever.
Yeah, I'm just.
And then JJ Redick talks enough trash when he had his podcast and everything else to where he better produce as a coach.
I'm just telling you,
because
man.
he always comes in there and says, "I have the answers. I don't know why guys just don't do."
Yeah, I'm just saying, man.
Guys, if you just do the backdoor screen here and then
saying.
and it's really interesting to me. So because JJ does all that, he has to.
So you really give the Lakers the pressure to win a championship this year.
Yeah. It's the Lakers.
So you think they got a championship?
It's the Lakers.
So you think they got a championship team roster?
You know what? I'll say mostly yes. Only because on
what about with D'Angelo Russell?
98% of the time, they have 2 of the best 3 players on the court. When they lost to Denver, they had 2 of the best 3 players on the court. Anytime they've lost, they've had 2 of the best.
I understand that, but
so at some point, I don't care who the coaches, figure it out.
Who they got playing point?
D'Angelo Russell. We've seen worse point guards than D'Angelo Russell get it done and win.
I'm just saying.
Derek Fisher's not as good as D'Angelo Russell.
He's a winner. I mean,
no, he was on a team that won.
Derek Fisher was a defender. He defended better.
Derek Fisher wasn't locking up AI. That's why they made that Ty Lue's assignment.
I mean, nobody locking up AI.
Because Ty Lue was a better defender.
Nobody locked up AI.
That's true, but when AI talks about who played good defense on him, he never says Derek Fisher. You know who he does say? He'll say Ty Lue. He'll give him some credit. So that's like...
But Ty Lue, he was a specialist. I mean...
So what was Derek Fisher? He was supposed to be
Derek Fisher.
Nobody would say, "Hey, Derek, go ahead and cook for me."
But Derek was a defender, man. I mean, that go without saying, man. But I ain't really get on all that with you. I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. You know, I'm just saying.
Bro, I feel you. Y'all let us know, as always, in the chat. We appreciate y'all pulling up with us. It's all love, nothing nice. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, let everybody know. Nothing Nice Gridiron is coming out soon. I'm super excited about that. We're going to talk about the Cowboys, the Browns, the Steelers, all these teams in the league. We're going to talk about the coaches. We're going to put our fantasy stuff in there. It's going to be crazy. And we still going to be here talking about basketball on Nothing Nice Hoops.
Yeah, man. I got one more thing, man.
Oh, go ahead, bro.
Shout out to the GTH Man of Standards, man. They sent me this shirt, man. I'm rocking it. The GTH Man of Standard, man. Y'all check it out. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Nothing Nice.
Yes, sir.